News 25 is brought to you by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, an alleged dog killer has his day in court, and VEA names 2 new board members. News 25 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Animal rights activists make an appearance this morning in court. It's Wednesday, June 5th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. A man who allegedly shot his own dogs was in justice court today to face charges brought against him. 44-year-old Clifton Pappas was in justice court this morning in front of Judge Kent Jasperson for his preliminary hearing. Pappas was arrested on May 13th at a residence on Jane Avenue here in Pahrump. Pappas was listed as the director of Pegasus Haven Ranch, which reportedly had horses, dogs, and other animals on the property. Police say that they were called earlier in the day when Pappas had allegedly sent threats to his spouse. Upon making contact with Pappas, police say that he was heavily intoxicated and that after further investigation, they learned that he had in fact killed 2 dogs inside the home and shot a third in the leg and abdomen. Pappas told police that he was tired of dealing with the animals and that he had the right to kill any animals on his property. He also allegedly told police that he was upset because his spouse was cheating on him. During the investigation, police say that they found 45 caliber shell casings and a gun inside the home. Pappas was arrested for several charges related to this incident, including 1 count of possession of a firearm under the influence, 1 count of perjury, 3 counts of killing an animal of another, 3 counts of torturing an animal, and 2 counts of discharging a firearm within a structure. This morning, Pappas' attorney Carl Jogger spoke to the court and said that Pappas has decided to waive his right to a preliminary hearing and negotiate the charges. This case is now bound over to the district court. Jogger says that Pappas would like to plead guilty to 1 count of torturing an animal, which is a Category D felony, with a penalty from 1 to 4 years and a $10,000 fine. Pappas only had one thing to say to Judge Kent Jasperson today, and that is he would like to get his personal items returned from his wife, including his driver's license, birth certificate, and debit card. Clifton Pappas will be in district court July 1st at 9 a.m. in Department 2. Several individuals received injuries today as a result of a 2-vehicle crash on Homestead and Mans Road. Police and medics were dispatched to a 2-vehicle accident this afternoon on Homestead Road and Mans. There were 5 people who claimed injury at the time of the crash. Several were transported to Desert View Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. There was 1 child that was also involved in the accident who was checked out by medics and released on scene. How the accident occurred is under the direction of the Nye County Sheriff's Office, who also diverted traffic around the accident scene while the investigation was being conducted. Locals are celebrating as our youth spread their wings and fly into the future. Pahrump Valley High School held their 2019 commencement ceremony Friday night. Pahrump's only high school had a record class this year of 267 students that walked across the stage on Friday night on the football field located off of Calvada Boulevard. This is higher than last year's 236 graduates and 2017's 234 graduates. The ceremony began with the staff walking up to the stage, followed by the graduates who were cheered on by thousands of family and friends. The interim principal, Kyle Lindberg, emceed the event and said he was proud to be part of the class of 2019. Valedictorian Samantha Thompson spoke to her class.
After tonight, for all of us, our Nye County education has come to a close.
Followed by Darcy Biermeyer, who was the salutatorian.
Over these last 4 years, we've shared a lot of laughs. I don't think any of us can forget the joy of pieing our teachers in the face. Why did we ever stop doing that?
Also speaking was Shelby Lucas, Pahrump Valley's student body president, and Katie Goodman, who is Pahrump senior class president. 36 graduates qualified for the Millennium Scholarship, with 64 of the seniors as honor graduates for the class of 2019. The ceremony ended with the traditional turning of the tassels, and then the group joined together for a picture and a tossing of their caps in the air. All of us here at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio want to wish the class of 2019 from Pahrump Valley High School the very best in the future. If you would like to order a DVD of your graduation, you can call 775-727-9400. Congratulations, and KPVM TV is aware that Pahrump Valley High School had issues with their sound system during Friday night's graduation. This does not affect the sound on the DVD recording that we did. KPVM TV plugged into their own hardwired sound, so if you graduated and your graduate missed their hearing their name during the commencement ceremony, have no fear. We have it recorded, and when you purchase your DVDs, you'll have all that. And to purchase those DVDs, give us a call, 775-727-9400. We'll be right back.
News 25 is brought to you by ABB Roofing, proudly serving Pahrump since 1994. At ABB Roofing, we've got you covered.
Welcome back. Well, the tax man may be making an appearance for a game show star. That and more in today's Business First Brief.
Here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Trade tensions are putting the Federal Reserve on high alert. Chairman Jerome Powell says the Fed is closely monitoring the situation and will act appropriately to avoid economic damage. Powell spoke in Chicago on Tuesday. The stock market rallied on the potential that statement could mean a rate cut. He's known as Jeopardy James, and after setting a record for making the most money ever in a single day on the game show, James ended his long-winning streak this week with more than $2.4 million. But according to the Action Network, James Holzhauer might have to pay the government $1.2 million in taxes. If you love Nutella, you might want to slow your roll. The factory that makes the popular chocolate hazelnut spread is said to be close to a standstill. Union workers are barring trucks from entering or leaving.
To find out where you can see us every day, go to businessfirstam.com.
Thanks, Angela. Well, let's go to Unette Gentry with today's court report.
In this week's court report, Manuel Trujillo, the area man arrested after a report of a man with a gun on Southeast Street from a neighbor after a challenge to a physical fight, is now facing the formal charges of aiming a firearm at a human being, discharging a firearm where persons might be endangered, assault with a deadly weapon, and battery by a prisoner after officers say Trujillo became combative while in the back of a patrol vehicle. During Trujillo's formal arraignment, the defendant was given a copy of the complaint. Trujillo waived formal reading of the complaint, stating he understands the nature of the charges. Trujillo was advised of his rights, the charges against him, and procedures. The court briefed the record that Trujillo's public defender, attorney Daniel Martinez, had been previously appointed to represent the defendant in this matter. Attorney Martinez invoked the defendant's right to a speedy preliminary hearing within 15 days or as soon as the court's calendar will allow. Additionally, Attorney Martinez motioned to adjust Trujillo's bail accordingly to reflect the charges filed against him by the state. Finally, the court reduced the defendant's bail to $17,500 cash or bond. A substitution of attorney is just made today for Gregory Kokorian, the area man arrested and formally charged with 9 felony counts of animal cruelty. Kokorian is facing those charges in district court and will now have attorney Horvath in place of attorney Nelson to represent him in court. During his recent status check, Kokorian appeared while in custody, and his then defense attorney, Jonathan Nelson, stated that the defendant is entering a plea of not guilty at this time and is waiving his right to a speedy trial. Nelson noted that the current trial setting is in September and asked that the trial be reset to later dates. The prosecution rebutted, however, stating that the court trial set is providing counsel reasonable time to prepare and asks that the trial dates remain as set. Then the court denied the defense's request to change trial dates and confirms that Krikorian's jury trial is set for this September 3rd through 6th, with a calendar call on July 29th. Finally, Krikorian was remanded back to the custody of the Nye County Detention Center. Notably, the circumstances surrounding Krikorian's arrest involves sheriff's officers stating that 7 cats had died of thirst and starvation after being left in a locked bedroom without food or water, and that 2 birds had also succumbed to thirst and starvation after being left in a cage with no access to food or water. This has been your court report. I'm Unat Gentry for News 25.
Thanks, Unat. Well, after this break, 2 new members of the VEA board. We'll tell you about that story and more when we return.
News 25 is brought to you by Bill and Robin Law, injury attorneys. Injured, need money? Get Bill and Robin, your local Pahrump injury attorneys.
Well, interim CEO of Valley Electric Association, Richard Peck, says that 2 new board members have now been appointed to the electrical co-op. VEA is also taking applications for those who would like to sit on certain committees.
Well, basically, Deanna, it was really a great board meeting. Now, I was not involved at all in the selection process, other than just to be staff support, but we wound up with 22 applicants in District 1 and 4 applicants in District 5 for the new board positions. And the board spent 2 days interviewing different candidates, and some awesome candidates. And I'm very, very pleased to see that we have 2 outstanding people from here from Sandy Valley and 1 from Sandy Valley. Her name is Terry D'Antonio. It's a good Irish name. So anyway, and then we have Michelle Card, which I knew here and knew from past experience. And wow, the board did an awesome job of selecting the 2 brightest. And most interesting, for the first time ever, we got 50% of the board are now women. And so that's really kind of a unique attribute for our board as a whole. We've always had some participation by women, but now it's 50% of the board is women. And so that's really, really good and well experienced people in board operations, nonprofit operations. I have not met Terry, but her resume is just about as good as you can find, and I'm extremely pleased that the 4 board members appointed these 2 individuals. The staff has posted online an application. Again, if you have interest in the overall finance group, that's the finance committee. There's a limited number of members, 1 from each district, 6. If you're going to be on the policy, want to be on the policy committee, the board is going to select 2 from each district, a total of 12. So again, they've got to come up with policies that they think they need to move forward on, and or take a look and review all existing policies. A lot of our policies haven't been updated since the 90s, Deanna. And so again, this committee is going to be real busy going forward. And then the member liaison committee is going to be tasked with the bylaws, and they're also going to be looking at opportunities if they asking for outreach to bring in concerns or whatever it may be from all the different districts.
So the ambassador program is going to basically be replaced by this committee liaison.
Yes, there will be 24 members literally on the member liaison, 4 from each district. And again, they're going to be tasked right off the bat with rewriting the Valley Electric bylaws. So I would really encourage, it's going to be a lot of work over the next 4 or 5 months. Mm-hmm. And then the Finance Committee is going to be dealing with the revenue requirements of the utility. And the people that's going to be involved with that are going to find it very interesting as how we put things together. This month, we're going to get the new power requirements study done for the next 10-year forecast of customers and for both the commercial and residential, and the revenue that will be built off that customer base. Basically, from now on, the board always tried to set a different date, and there was no standard for a meeting. I convinced the board, and Dave Hall and the rest of the board thought it was a very good day. Now, every Valley Electric board meeting will be set on the fourth Thursday of each month. And always at 8:30, and again, so that if people want to go forward, if the policy committee later on, a member liaison committee thinks we ought to have it at night, well, then that's a good suggestion. But right now, we're going to be the fourth Thursday of the month, every Thursday at 8:30 in the morning, the fourth Thursday, we're going to have a board meeting. It's going to be right here in this building, right here in this office. And if we have a large crowd, we'll always move over next door to our Valley Communication Community Center.
Well, are you looking for a good deal on discount glass? Glassmasters has just opened up business here in town. We caught up with the husband and wife team to find out more.
My name is Judith Morales.
My name is Jose Morales.
Tell me about Prompt Glassmasters. This is your husband?
This is my husband, and he is the head honcho of the business. Yeah. We do residential and commercial glass replacements. We also work on RVs, and we are mobile, so we come to you. We do offer free estimates, and we work with tempered glass, regular glass, obscure glass, patio door glass, and also shower doors. And if you need mirrors, we also work with that. Obscure glass is like it's called like grain glass. It's a type of glass you use like in your bathrooms. So you can't see, the person inside. Yeah, it's a special type of glass. And also temper is also a special type of glass. Tempered glass will break into tiny little pieces versus regular glass would just explode. We actually started in 2011 in Las Vegas, and we moved to, Pahrump in June of 2017, and the business started January 31st, 2019. It's going okay. I wish we'd have much more, business, and I know that little by little it will grow, and I have faith that it will prosper, and I just hope that everybody will be willing to give us a chance, to serve their window needs. We have right now I have this thing going. If you order like 3 replacements, I'll give you $25 off. Sometimes he might even give you a free glass replacement, depending on the size, And we always are offering free estimates. That's one thing, which is very, very important.
Exactly. How can people contact you? Do you have a Facebook page,
I have
website?
a Facebook page. It's Pahrump Glassmasters, and I also have Yelp and on Google. And it's all, just put in Pahrump Glassmasters, and my phone number is 775-505-1475.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, I'm excited to see what it looks like outside right now on our weather cam. Look at those clouds coming in. That tells us why we have a little bit of humidity. We're going to find out more in our forecast right after this break.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
And Michael's off today, so we have weather from the desk. Today in Las Vegas, high of 102, low of 78 tonight. Death Valley, 112 with a low of 85. Amargosa, 99, 73. Beatty, 96, 68. Goldfield, 84 degrees as your high, 57 as your low. Tonopah, 82, 55. Carson City, 87, 56. Fallon, 91, 55. And Fernley, 91, 54. Here in Pahrump, 98 degrees with your UV index high at 10. Sunny skies with your high of 98. Once again, the winds out of the west-southwest at 5 miles per hour with humidity at 13%. Sunrise, 5:26 this morning. Tonight, partly cloudy And currently it's 98 degrees with your low of 74. Winds out of the south-southeast at 7 miles per hour. Humidity 24% and sunset 7:58 tonight. We got some clouds in the sky this week. The only sunny day they're showing right now is Saturday. And tomorrow's high of 98 with a low of 73. Friday, 94, 63. Saturday, 92, 65. Sunday, 94, 68. And coming up next week into our triple digits, Monday is our last day of those double digits at 99, 72. Tuesday and Wednesday, the same. 100 as your high and 73 as your low. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. From all of us here at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio 103.1 FM. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.